Good morning, sixth graders. I'm here with my pups, Phineas. This is Phineas. We've been hanging out. Hopefully, you've been able to get some special pet time if you have one during this time. But he just wanted to come on and say hi. Hi. And I just wanted to talk to you about our first week of online learning and what it's going to look like for English. And just talk to you a little bit about what I've been up to. I've been able to hang out at home like we all have, which has been actually pretty good. My whole family's here, so there's 7 of us in our house. We played a lot of board games, binge watched some TV. I'm watching a really good series now called Person of Interest. It's like a crime show, and I love mysteries and crime. And got to spend a lot of time with my pups, which is great. And then all the rest of the time has been planning and preparing online learning for you guys. So I'm really excited to get started. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just talk a little bit about how things are going to work for English. It should all look really familiar because I've put your online module in a Google slide deck, which we have used a ton. Your bookshelf is a slide deck. Your choice menus were slide decks. Like, this should look fairly familiar to you, which will be nice. The first thing we're going to talk about is if for some reason you have any issues with the online learning, just send me a message in Schoology and I will try to get it taken care of as soon as possible. I'm going to get you your online learning a couple of ways. Number one, you and your parents are going to get an email with a link to the Google slide deck. And in just a minute, I'm going to walk you through the slide deck on my screen. Second, I will post a Schoology update. So you'll get an update in your English course with the link to the Google slide deck. And then finally, there's going to be a folder in Schoology labeled online learning. And all of the slide decks will be in that folder. So for some reason you can't find the update, you lost the email, all of these slide decks will be in a Schoology folder labeled online learning. And that will be how you will access the work that you need to do. And inside the slide deck will be directions, videos, links, whatever you need to complete the online work for English. So I'm going to jump over and switch to my screen, and I'm going to tell you and walk you through the first slide deck. Your first online module is going to look like, and it's mostly wrapping up our mystery unit that we were working on prior to our time off and then spring break. So I'm just going to walk you through this slide deck so you kind of get how this works. So the very first thing, there will be a video on this first slide, and it's the video that you're watching right now that will walk you through this slide deck. Make sure to watch the entire thing, and then you can rewatch this video as many times as you need. If you get lost, confused, you have a question, rewatch the video. Then if for some reason rewatching the video does not help, I want you to know that you can reach out to me really most of the time. So the number one way to reach me is to send me a Schoology message. Be sure in your message to be super detailed and explain your issue so I can answer it correctly. I will pretty much be available every day from 7:30 to 3:30 to answer Schoology messages. However, you are going to need to allow maybe like 1 to 2 hours for me to get back to you because I am dealing with 150 kids online. So I may not be able to answer your question immediately, but I will do my best to get to it quickly. Then I will be online live Tuesdays from 10 to 12 and Thursdays from 12 to 2, which means I will literally be sitting at my computer waiting to answer your questions. So if you really have a question or you need help on something, Tuesdays 10 to noon, Thursdays 12 to 2 are your best options. If you want pretty immediate feedback. And then finally, if you still need help and we can't answer it via Schoology, we can make other arrangements to make sure you get help and you can complete each assignment. The first thing I want to talk about is you need to make sure you get in any late work that was actually due before any of this happened. So that would mean anything related to the hitchhiker, that was due Friday the 13th of March. So if you have still not turned in your hitchhiker score sheet, that is really late and you need to turn it in. You should check Infinite Campus because it will tell you if you have not turned that in. Also, if you were gone or you missed the daily language quiz, which was on March 13th, you need to take that ASAP. Take it in a quiet place in your house with no help from parents. You can use your handbook. You need to take the quiz and let me know that you've taken it. And then check Infinite Campus. Make sure you don't have any missing work. If you have something missing, you need to take care of it. Slide in your slide deck is a really important video because all the assignments that you're doing for English, you will be getting in Schoology and then submitting them in Schoology. So you are going to be turning assignments in via Schoology. So I really need you to watch this video because this video is going to show you how to find your assignments, how to get to them, and then how to submit them. So make sure you watch this video before you move on. Here are our mystery learning targets. Just wanted to remind you kind of where our goals are, what we were trying to learn through this mystery unit as we wrap it up in this online module. This slide has, if for some reason at home you do not have your English 6 reference guide or your mystery novel packet, you will need both of those to complete this online learning. So you can click these links here and they will take you to those 2 documents. So if you need the reference guide or you need your mystery novel packet, here it is. Click these links. Your first task is to take the mystery final test. You need to take it by this Thursday, April 2nd, because it needs to go on the quarter 3 grade. It has 2 parts. Part 1 is multiple choice, fill in the blank. This is located in Schoology. Part 2 is a mystery essay question. This is an assignment you will click on in Schoology. It will copy it to your Google Drive. You will type your answer, and then you will submit it via Schoology. The video on the slides before this shows you how to do this. So this is your number 1 priority. You must take both parts 1 and 2 of this assessment by this Thursday, April 2nd. And again, I would expect you to take it like you would a test at school. Find a quiet place, work on your own. You cannot have anyone help you. You cannot look anything up in your mystery packet. You need to do it based on your learning and your knowledge. It's due Thursday, April 2nd. This is a word bank that you can use on the test. So while you're taking the test, you are going to want to have a tab open for the test and a tab open with this word bank. If you spell a word wrong in the test, it will be counted wrong. So double check. Make sure you're using this word bank. Your next task will be your real life mystery research note cards. We started this before this long break. A lot of you already have your note cards going. You need to just finish them. You need information on all your note cards. If for some reason you have not done your note cards, you can click here for a new set. Do not click a new set if you've already started. If you have already started yours, they are in your Google Drive. So make sure you finish those up. You need information on all of your note cards and then submit it via Schoology. If you can't remember how to do it, click here to see the video. This is due Friday, April 3rd. Your note cards are due the 3rd. The next task is your real life mystery research essay. So now you have to take all the research you did and put it all together in an essay. I have created a research essay template for you to fill in. So all the steps, everything you need is there, and you just fill it in. And then you will submit it via Schoology. So just follow the template. It's in an assignment in Schoology. Fill it in and click submit. And then finally, you are going to be doing your wrap up for the mystery novel that you started reading on February 28th. Number 1, you got to finish it. Number 2, you need to make sure you filled out all of the pages in your mystery novel packet. Task 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then you'll go to the final mystery novel assignment, which is a detective's handbook. This is an assignment in Schoology. You will click on it. You will make a copy of it in Google Drive, and then you need to fill in each of the slides for your mystery novel. Then you will submit it via Schoology per the video directions on slide 3. This is due Monday, April 13th. So you will have another week without any new online learning to work to wrap up your mystery novel. So again, we have 4 tasks. Task 1, due Thursday the 2nd, you need to take the mystery test. 2 parts. Task 2, you need to finish and submit your mystery research note cards. Those are due Friday, April 3rd. Task 3, you need to write up your real life mystery research essay. This is due Monday, April 6th. And then finally, you need to wrap up your mystery novel and complete the detective's handbook assignment that can be found in Schoology. This is due Monday, April 13th. So 6th graders, you basically have 2 weeks, Monday the 30th through Monday, April 13th, to finish these 4 tasks. Again, I am available for any questions via Schoology message, and I will be available to you during these 2 weeks to help you with whatever you need. Let me know if you have any questions, and good luck, 6th graders.